are. We're down at the WAG Field. This is the Mark Sasso softball game fundraiser. It's been a great day so far, and we want to make sure you guys are all going to see this after the game's over, but we want to make sure next year you guys come out. They've got some great raffles, and all this money goes to the Mark Sasso Foundation. And what they do is, if you're not familiar with the foundation, I'm going to show you, especially you guys that grew up in town. They were instrumental in putting up the St. Anthony's playground. Look at that right there. They were instrumental in putting up the playground, the Mark Sasso playground. And I mean, the total elite are out here today. Look at this. We've got Mayor Goldberg. We've got Mr. Dominic Mealy, Mr. Mike Shara.
Here, Joe Lembo and LaGreca were the stars of the game.
We've got Brendan Anthony, who is the writer and singer of the song Hometown. So we've got a lot of people down here. It's been a great day. The softball teams, the players have been awesome. The umpires, they've had the same umpires here for the last 12, 13 years. So we're going to show you a little bit more. We've got Don LaGreca and the ESPN team are going to be playing the winners of this game right here. Kozlowski Masonry. They're playing the final game. Whoever wins this game is going to play the ESPN team. So we'll see you again. All right, New Jersey softball for life. I think they're still winning. No one knows the score. No one knows the score. These high-scoring games, but I think they're still winning. So the winner of this team gets to play the ESPN All-Stars. Some of the All-Stars are starting to make their way.
And that's a pop up to the second baseman. He gets under it and makes the play.
Bob's the announcer for the day, the guy that coordinates the whole thing.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, come down. There's still time. Well, actually, by the time you guys see this, it's over. Too bad. If you haven't come down, make sure you come down next year. I mean, look at this. We got the mayor here. We got everybody. Everybody's down here. Oh yeah, we got Lynn Morton's here. Look at that. Lynn Morton himself.
He's gonna make that shot, and he just slammed it.
And what they do every year, is they get their sponsors. These are all the sponsors. Make sure that support the local businesses. A lot of these businesses are from Hawthorne. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed to the Hawthorne Tabcast, make sure you do that. So these are some of the sponsors. We're going to honor them as well. Donated their money. A lot of them donated their time. Some donated products. Here's some of the products that you can bid on. I mean, it's a great event, and the money goes to help children in the community. So it really was a great event. We're going to come back and we're going to watch the highlights of the ESPN All-Stars playing. The winner of this game of Kozlowski Masonry and New Jersey softball for life. How about that? That's a mouthful. All right, we are getting close to the end of the game, so I wanted to get Anna Marie Sasso. Her husband is the one that passed away unexpectedly with cancer. They started this foundation for him. It's been a great day, and I just wanted to get your thoughts. How do you feel about how the day went?
So far, it's been amazing. As always, Mark gives us perfect baseball weather, softball weather.
The weather has been. This is the best day of the summer.
Yes, I wasn't worried, although we have a rain date. Because one year we did get rain, so I've learned my lesson.
Never again.
I will say this. Last year being COVID, so we had no fundraiser, which was, tough on all of us. No socialization. Most importantly, the attendance may be slightly less. However, the beautiful people, the Golden Hearts, still donate as much, if not more, this year.
Now people are going to be watching this after the event, so if people watch it and they want to donate, how can they do that?
We donate all year long. send a check. We are an official 501c, the Mark Sasso Memorial Foundation.
So everything's tax deductible.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So you businesses listening, if you're looking for a little tax write-off, it's great. Talk a little bit about what the foundation sponsors, like what the scholarships that you guys do.
So initially, the fundraiser was to pay off the playground that we built at St. Anthony's School, which
is amazing.
You know,
I
the
mean,
only
it's
school in
absolutely
Hawthorne
amazing.
without a playground. Mark and I talked about it for years, so we were able to realize that dream with the help of all of you. And so that's such a legacy. I really can't enunciate how much pride I have with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys haven't seen it, on the right side of St. Anthony's School, they put up this beautiful playgrounds back in 2009, and it was all thanks to everybody that donated. And the money, they don't keep any of the money. This is not like I'm gonna have a donation so I can go on a cruise. No, this is all the money goes back to the community. And I know you were talking a little bit about scholarships. How did the scholarships work?
Right. So after that was achieved, Don LaGreca, another Hawthorneite from ESPN, The Michael Kay Show, graciously, who's been with me all along with my partner Bob Ganello, this fundraiser, said, "Hey, I'm coming, every year."
Nice.
So Bob and I formed the Scholarship Foundation, which is for Hawthorne students matriculating onto college.
So if they're looking if they need help with tuition or
Correct.
books,
Whatever,
that's great.
So the criteria is our criteria, and I don't, that's for us to decide. You really pray you don't meet the criteria, because the number one is that you would have lost a parent. So, as my children have, and I know how hard it is to. I've been a single parent for a very long time, and I haven't deviated from the plans that my husband and I laid out for our children in terms of education. It's challenging. It's very hard for parents today to educate their children and give them what we think is the best. I didn't go to college. I worked hard, and that doesn't mean I'm less than, but the mindset today is that our children should have that and then some, and not give them.
Well, you always want your kids to have more than you.
Of course,
right?
I'm the daughter of an immigrant. My father has
Oh my!
taught me.
I'm not a daughter of an immigrant, but
Well, I hope not, right?
same story.
You look kind of scruffy for a girl.
I didn't shave.
But I'm just saying, we always want to do the best for our kids. And our philosophy in my house and in our town is, if you have a loaf of bread, you break it in half and you give it to someone who has no loaf of bread. And I could not be more proud to impart that on my children and share those values with anybody who's willing to stand on that line with me. And believe me, there's a lot of us who have stood on that line for 12 years, all in the name of helping our children. We do more than the scholarship. We quietly help anyone who is dealing with a major illness. God forbid it's a child, but
So people they can reach out to you.
they
Or at
don't
least
even have to.
have a conversation.
They don't even have to, because Hawthorne is a big little town.
Yeah.
And if we know of someone who's dealing with a major illness, number one, it's absolutely horrific. It's heart crushing. It's also financially destroying to the parents. And if it's a parent who's dealing with it, it's financially crushing. So this is what we do with your money. Believe me, it's dedicated to our children. And I really am so grateful for a little teeny tiny fundraiser. It's continued on for all these years. Your money is helping so many people. Thank you so
I
much.
can see it in your face. It's
Oh my
awesome. It
gosh,
makes you
I
emotional.
cry with pride.
So how do they find you? I mean, I know you have a Facebook page.
Sorry, Itchy Nose. I do have a
We're not
going to
edit that out.
Oh gosh.
Itchy noses happen.
This is true, especially when you're on the field.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the greatest technological person. I'm great at a lot of things, but that's not one of them. You can find me on the Mark Sasso softball page on Facebook. My number's on there. Text me, call me. I receive checks. You can Venmo me. I'm looking to have someone help me set up an actual website where I can perhaps receive PayPal. But we are a bona fide 501c. It's a tax deduction. We receive money all year long. If you're willing to give it, we're so grateful. It goes to the children. Trust me. Those baskets over there, all those gifts, if they're not donated, I buy them. And that's my donation to our children, and all the profits go to the kids.
Well, listen, guys, try to find the Mark Sasso Foundation page on Facebook. Get to know Anna Marie. The game now is it looks like it's over. Is it time for the All-Stars? Oh, the All-Stars are going to play now. So guys, support the sponsors that support this event. Most of these sponsors are Hawthorne people, and you know, it's all for the community. It's all for the town. We got Lynn.
I'm sorry to interrupt. That was our first banner over there. You see, those are originals that sponsored teams.
That's the original sponsor.
Right, and now we have how many names? We're on our third banner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We proudly support you. We talk about you throughout our. We support you. We promote you throughout our event. People here, they know that you ponied up to help defray the playing costs, so that, especially the kids that Mark coached all those years ago, they now come play every single year.
That's pretty awesome.
In his honor.
So the kids he coached in Little League, they're playing now for the foundation.
And they
That's
run
awesome.
on this field. They're all.
Yeah.
They're not
I know. You can see the balls are flying.
But they're so proud, and they come. Mama Sass would come play for you every year. It's to honor Coach Sasso, to honor Mama Sasso, but most importantly, to give money back to our community that always looks after one another.
Yeah. Do you want to shout out any of the sponsors?
Oh yes, absolutely. MP American Home Consultants, serving all of your home inspection needs. Glen Rock Savings Bank, never not. These people never not donate. IDM Medical Supply, which is owned by Bob Ganello, who is my
Bob Ganello is doing the
partner
announcement
today. He's been my partner since day one.
That's awesome.
His wife and Mark and I, best friends. Our children grew up together. Mark, I think, stuck him with me. A couple of vacations he had to carry my luggage. Of course, Remax Executive Group, serving all of your real estate needs, residential, commercial, property management.
Shameless plug.
All with a smile. Hawthorne Mechanical Contracting, providing top quality plumbing and heating services for 30 years plus. Sorry, Richie, I gotta say your name, Richie Tolomeo. Hawthorne boy.
Richie Tolomeo.
He's the best. He's the best. Serve Pro Restoration Services, top-notch service from a local business. This is a guy you want to call if you have mold, water, fire, smoke damage. Tommy Ervolino, Hawthorne boy, looks after his own.
Nice.
Hair by Lisa Scolamacchio, over 30 years of experience. Let Lisa be your hair angel. She's very special to me. She walked me through a very difficult time. She's a very dear friend. Hawthorne. Olson's Pharmacy. I don't have to say anything else.
40th anniversary of the Tabies, but did you know that this was started in like 1916?
And they're wonderful. The whole family is absolutely wonderful. Puzo's, Giovanni Puzo, actually hails from the exact same town as my dad in Avellino.
Is that
Italy.
right? I didn't know
And
he was from
Giovanni is a
Avellino.
wonderful man. He donates. State Farm Insurance. We have a new.
I know. Look at this.
Peter
Look at the
Romeo.
name. Look at that name. No relation. Peter Romeo.
Has stepped
The
up.
Hawthorne boy?
I don't.
Because I know there were a couple of Hawthorne Romeos.
Harold Cook, Esquire Associates, over 60 years of legal experience. Wonderful guy. Belmont Title and Settlement Services, phenomenal service. Ed Essie, architect, the best. Anything you want to do in this area, especially Hawthorne, Ed knows, and he won't waste your money. He's the best. The Market Basket, come on, who does it better? Nobody. Lou's Tavern in Hillsdale, I'm just going to say. Lou's Tavern, you got to have their lemon drops, people. LCP Tech Locksmith, this is a dear friend of mine. His daughter has been working diligently with me. Tony Palladino, the Palladino family, you rock. Diamond Liquors, Manny. So proud of you. So proud of your success and your expansion.
And a lot of donations, so I noticed he donated a lot of certificates.
Absolutely, which is why he is on this list. Stella and Danny's.
Ronnie
Hawthorne's
Bender.
new place, Ronnie Bender. Very dear friend of mine, and I have a real penchant for this location. Please give them a shot. You know they're new, it's a tough time. Give everybody a shot.
Let's keep businesses in Hawthorne. That's what this is about.
Miss Spoli's Pastry Shop. Okay, people. That cream that's in the lobster tails, rumor has it they have a patent on it.
Seriously?
But that's the
I'm gonna
rumor.
have to get him on the.
Look,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
have to get him on the podcast.
I don't even go for rumors, but I'm just gonna say this: put that cream in a tub. I'm jumping in. It's so good, you cannot miss it. Try them out. They have donated today as well. Stewart's Deli. Do I have to say anything else?
Right on
All of our
Lafayette Ave.
places. Frankie Bagels. Every year there's bagels and
Frankie
coffee here.
Bagels.
Thank you, Frankie. Bagel Express. You're the best. Frankie does everything with me. He knows. No questions asked. Another gold heart. And not to be forgotten, the Hawthorne Towncast. Our very own Towncast that not only interviews any person of interest, business, organization, or event specific to our big little town, has an original song written about our town and is all from the heart of the town.
Yeah, written by Brendan Anthony.
By
Well,
Brendan Anthony.
And a shout out to the guys. I know that they went above and beyond in the concession
by the way,
stand.
I didn't even get to my thank yous there. This is from our sponsors.
Oh, did you have more?
Oh, I have a whole lot to say, but that's when I'm on the mound.
Ah, okay.
Chris Gregg every year. It's hard to get him to smile, but
I know.
Look,
Oh, we got a little smile.
I think
I think we captured it. I think we captured
He really,
it.
you capture?
He's phenomenal.
What'd you capture?
Honestly,
James?
Chris, Bob.
Everybody had a great turnout.
The DPW, the Hawthorne Baseball Association, Baseball Soft, they never say no. The mayor is here. My teammates, Dominic Mealy, council member Mike Shara. This is a phenomenal town. The support, it's all for
All for the town.
for the
And hopefully
town.
we'll be able to get Don LaGreca on a little later.
Oh, you will. I
And
think so. He doesn't say
some
no.
of the guys
Really,
on the
you need me?
ESPN team, they're going to be coming up next. So we'll see how they do.
I have to move my microphone.
Just because of his name, he's a Hawthorne guy. He was a friend of Mark's. He's been with us since day one, and it wasn't for him. We got 10 people here, so I don't know what else to say about him. He's a great personality on the radio and on TV with Michael Kay. We love him to death here at Hawthorne. He's also a Met fan, which I love. But I'd like to introduce, without any further ado, and I can shut up, Mr. Don LaGreca. You ignoring me on purpose, Willie?
Anybody telling
He said your hair's in your ears, Don, and you can't hear me. Hello.
Hey, Don.
I'll introduce the team, which is loaded with radio personalities,
Who doesn't
sports
mind sitting?
personalities.
Like everybody gets in the back.
The amazing thing
Who
about
doesn't
this
mind like sitting and not playing the field right?
it's the same people year after year that give them
All right, so Gordon, you start out right.
These guys are do whatever they want. They take time out of their salary to come here to support this foundation for us, and it truly would not be possible at all without Mr. Don LaGreca. So I'll give you to Mr. LaGreca. We're going to talk a bit, and then I'll introduce his team.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get, like, I was asking who doesn't want to play the field, and everybody's arm goes up. I got to put everybody out in the field, so I'm trying to negotiate rules, I'm trying to get everybody to play, but I think we finally got it going on. What a beautiful day, everybody. One of the biggest worries I always have is when we have a nice weather, and Anna Marie told me a long time ago that, you know, Mark looks down and he does what he can to give us the best day, and boy, he picked the absolute best day. So thank you, Mark, for that. We really appreciate that. 12 years we've been doing this. Now, I'm from Hawthorne. I played on this diamond when I was a kid. My father was my coach at Rhodes Agency. He was the vice president of Hawthorne Little League. So it means a lot to me. People ask me, why here in Hawthorne? Why don't we do it someplace else, more neutral for everybody? Because this is where it all began for me. That's where it all began for my brother Dave. And this is where it all began for Mark and the Sasso family. And this is where it's always going to be. Hawthorne comes together for each other. And it's really important. It's important to ESPN 98.7. And it's really important that everybody comes out and does this. So we really appreciate it. So thanks to everybody for coming out and having a good time. I just want to take a second to introduce our team of people that, you know, are celebrities that take time out of their busy day to come from a lot of different places. So I want to introduce them quick, if I can take a second. He's our program director. He was the producer of the Michael K. Show. He's one of my best friends. He's a family member. We fight all the time, so he's like another brother to me. Came way out, Suffolk County, Long Island, to be here. Brian Hurley. He's come out to this event 5-6 straight years in a row. He's from Fair Lawn, New Jersey. He's from NHL.com, does a great job covering the NHL. You can throw any question at him, and he can answer it. Travels all over the world to cover this sport. Dan Rosen. Another guy that I've known since my sports phone days. He's come to this event every single year. Works over at Fox Sports, and he's just been a part of my life for such a long, long time. Jared Max. You can hear her on the Weekly Wager on Friday night. She also does a show on Saturday mornings. She's as versatile a talk show host as I know. She's come to this event many times. She's our best athlete, Anita Marks. Another guy that I've known since my sports phone days, met in 1993. I call him that guy. He's always that guy. He's got that opinion. He's always got the other side of the ledger. But he's always been there for me. He's one of my best friends. You can hear him on 98.7 ESPN New York with Larry Hardesty from the hours of 10 to midnight. He's also working mornings for us. Gordon Damer. This guy runs the Michael K. Show for us. He runs the board, he does the drops. Came all the way out from Brooklyn today for us. Huge Ranger fan, Anthony Cusick. You hear this guy on 1010 Wins. He's a tremendous teacher over at St. John's. Another guy that I've known forever. He covers every sport known to man, Mr. Mark Renee. Another really good friend of mine, known him forever, met him at 98.7, works at 98.7, works at Sirius XM. He's with Greg Buttle on Jets Game Day. He does everything, works his ass off. Dan Grassa. This guy's our manager. He retired a long time ago, even though I know he can still play. I call him a radio legend. I grew up listening to the guy. I became a better broadcaster just being near him. He's one of my closest friends. I love this man, Mr. Bill Daughtry. Once upon a time, I worked at the Fan, and they called him the Continent. He now works for us at 98.7. He's the big fella. Does Rutgers football. Hosts a show from 6:30 to 10 on 98.7 ESPN New York. He's a wonderful husband, a better friend, Chris Carlin. You know, later, after the game is over, we're all going to gather on that grassy knoll there and play tiddlywinks. And the person that would do play-by-play for that is our next player. He's the voice of the Jets. He's the voice of college football on ESPN, college basketball on ESPN. He's just been hired to do hockey up on ESPN. Mr. Bob Wishuzi. He's my partner on the Michael K show. We joked that we did not want him on the show, and that's the truth. And it was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. He's such a good friend. He's always there for the show. Of course, you hear him on Hot 97 in the morning. You hear him on our show in the afternoon. Nobody, the radio in this country, works morning drive and afternoon drive like this next individual. His dog Bear, joined by his partner Peter Rosenthal. This man won not one, not two, but 3 Stanley Cups for the New Jersey Devils. He's here every year for us, for Mark Sasso, defenseman, retired number 3 for the New Jersey Devils, 10 days ago. One of the proudest moments in my life was to see my brother move on from being a board op and a producer to now being one of the hottest hosts on Sirius XM. He's the show that everyone listens to on Sirius XM. He's carrying the entire genre. He's my brother, David LaGreca. I lost my dad in 1997, and there's been a void in my life ever since then, until 2001, when I met this punk former linebacker for the New York Jets, who almost pushed me down to the ground because he had to wait a little while to get on the air, and said, "I'm Greg Bunk." And now he's somebody that I really care about. He's at this event every single year. One of the biggest things and toughest decisions not to do the Jets anymore. I remember my wife saying, "You do realize if you give the Jets, you won't see Greg as much." But I still made the decision, and I miss him terribly, but I know every day we do this, we get a chance to see the great all-time Jet linebacker, number 51, Greg Bunk. Of course, the reason you're here is for Mark. His widow, Anna Marie, does a great job putting this together every year. It runs so smoothly because communication is always so great. And we want her to take a moment here to say a few words.
Thanks, Don. Hi, everybody. I cannot believe that I'm looking at the beautiful faces for 12 years. I'm still talking too soft? I can't believe it. My kids would disagree. Before I start thanking you, I want to thank the backbone of today, who makes everything possible. All of our donators, our sponsors, which we talked about all day, year after year. I think it's just amazing to me that this little tiny fundraiser that spawned from heartache, we turned a heartbreak into a positive and paying it forward by helping children year after year. And I have the same wonderful team year after year. You guys, Bob, who is my right arm, Bob Ganello. I think my husband planned that because I think he whispered in his ear, "Hey Bob, listen, you're gonna have to carry her luggage once in a while, look after her." And Bob is absolutely an amazing friend. And his wife Denise. Chris Gregg, who makes sure that the snack stand is full of goodies, well cooked, fresh. Maybe with a smile, but always a friend to us. Every single year. Thank you. We thank you. Hawthorne, the borough of Hawthorne never says no, even when I always ask last minute. It's kind of Don's fault, actually. I blame you, Don. Where are you? I don't know, Early. the DPW, the Baseball Softball Association of Town. Everybody helps behind the scenes. This doesn't happen by myself. That girl Vanessa over there, that pretty girl holding that camera, she helps year after year. Mom, 3 kids, never says no. We have the same umps for 12 years. They never say no. My family over there, by our baskets, they never say no. They support us. My 2 sons, who are my world, never say no. Well, on certain things. Anyhow, they're our biggest cheerleaders. I just think it's amazing that at a time when a lot of people don't think about someone else, that you all continue year after year. And maybe Don, your fearless leader, kind of strong arms you and says, you gotta do it. You really don't. The fact that you do, I just want you to know what you're doing and how you're helping. This year I decided to post a little poster board, kid-like, over there, so you could see the playground you helped pay for. Once that was paid for, you didn't have to come anymore. Your wonderful leader, Don, said, no, we're gonna keep playing because this foundation is dedicated to helping the children. So, Bob and I decided to start a scholarship foundation. Every penny goes every year to help children of Hawthorne matriculating onto college who are in situations that their single parent would need some help. Also quietly, and this is not something I talk about it, but you deserve to know what you're doing every year. It's certainly time for you to know. We help people who are struck with a horrific illness. God forgive me, but there are years that it's a child, or it's a mom, or it's a dad, and there's not a person here who doesn't know how horrific being struck with a horrible illness can be financially. Your money goes to help them. You are helping so many people, paying it forward. I just want you to know how much you're doing and how grateful my sons and I are. Hawthorne is, we're a big little town. We help one another. You don't have to come. I know how far and wide you travel, and it means so much to me. You have created a legacy for my children and I thank you so much. One more thing. It's so freaking good to see you all after not seeing you last year. Be safe, everybody. Be healthy. And love yourself and one another, your families. Let's play ball. We have one injury. No more. Please. Play ball. Play ball.
All right, play ball.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare of the bomb bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Willie Wilson, thank you. And the mayor, without further ado, Mayor Richard Goldberg is going to throw out the first pitch. If we can get a catcher to catch it. Don's going to catch it.
You need a ball?
Throw out the first. Throw out the ball. How about pink shirts on our umpires here, huh? Looking snazzy.
All right, a strike.
Good luck to both teams. Everybody enjoy the game. Thank you again for coming out. Here's the pitch. He swings, hits it to the first base side, and that's going to be a base there. Run will come in to score. And we got runners on first and second. You guys are showing lightning speed on the bases there, I just want to say. Here goes the pitch. And that one's hit down the first base side, too. Another base hit, and that'll load him up. You guys could hit it the other way, too. You don't only have to hit that side.
Okay, I will.
Mr. Donald LaGreca at the plate. Well, that's a fly ball. Looks like it might be out of play. Foul ball. That one was a little low. Oh, that wasn't the hit. Oh, rips it down the third base line. It's a clean single there. Mr. Don LaGreca. Remember, a home run here ties the game, guys. This is for, what is that, Tory Burch? Or, I don't know, it's the necklace and a purse. Nick Maritine. That Nick Maritine. And there's a shot down the third base line. That's a foul ball. Stuart Stelly and Mary Kay basket by Don waits at the plate for the pitch. This is J-E-M-E-S, James. Oh, James, I'm sorry. All right, here goes Don's waiting for that big one he can hit out. And there's a long fly ball. If that's out of here, that's going to tie the game. And that's a grand slam. That's an 8-run home run by Don LaGreca. That'll tie it up here, ladies and gentlemen. The next batter coming up with a chance to win it for ESPN. Okay, back to the baskets.